What's up, everyone? Josh Lang. Welcome back to another Let's Talk Anime. So for today's tense purposes, I brought out some of my box collections from being boxed up, and that's only because I don't have the shelf space for them, and I didn't feel like having shelf space for these ones, so I pulled them off because they're technically extras and they're real collector's items. So I kind of just set them aside for now. But I only have one box, so. But other than that, we're going to go through my whole entire anime collection, give you pretty much a year in review of collecting anime, and just show you guys what I have. Now, you guys got to realize I am a series collector, so you're going to see some stuff that might be shoot-offs, that might be maybe I'm missing one thing here, but most of the part, you're going to see mostly everything in a series, and so that's why my series is very expensive, why it's pretty complete. So yeah, here we go. All right, so just because I wanted to, those are my only two K-dramas I have, which is Winter Sonata and Star of My Heart when I was a kid, right? And we'll start off with the box arts, right? So we had the first 3 seasons of Bleach. I got the whole series on Blu-ray, but because these have very collective items in there, I kept the boxes. I gave the rest to my nieces and nephew. Full Metal Panic, I kept it just because it's got collective items in it, so my niece and nephew didn't get that one. I do have that actual Blu-ray on my shelf space, but I pulled out the box because that's a collective box. It's actually got a shirt in it, but so this is just Boruto season 1, and then we have all of the Naruto box sets, the originals. This one gives you the headband in that one, but I might go back to get the headbands for these two because there's only these 3 that had the special limited edition. They're not that expensive, so yeah, these are not very expensive anymore just because they have so many reprints of them, but this is the original, and you get the storyboards in them, so that's why they're here. I never wanted to give them to my niece and nephew just because of the collectability sake of it. They'd probably ruin them, so. All right, over here we have Final Fantasies, and so we're going to start with, obviously, 15's Brotherhood, Kingsglaive 15, Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children. This is the 4K Blu-ray. We got the DVD of it for Advent Children, and then we have the Blu-ray of Final Fantasy Spirits Within, the special collector's edition version, which is, I think, this one right here. Yep, it's a 2-disc version of it, and then you have the normal release of it, and then you have UMD PSP version right here. And remember, I'm a Final Fantasy nerd, so anything and everything Final Fantasy I'll buy, pretty much, except for like board games and tabletop RPGs and stuff, but for the most part, anything like that I will. And then we got the entire series of Violet Evergarden. We have the complete series, Audible Memory Doll, and then the movie, so which completes the series. If you guys don't know, Violet Evergarden is probably one of the best animes out there when it comes to being clean. It's legit, has almost no cussing in it at all. Maybe might be 1 or 2 words of the D word. But other than that, it's a very clean anime. I mean, it's a very beautiful anime in general. It's one of those animes that came out within the last 5 years that I would say it's going to be a cult classic, but I'm surprised it's not an expensive series. I got everything here for like $20, like $20 each. But it's a series that's got high production anime cost that is able to show beauty in anime that you just can't see in very many other animes. So it's a really good anime in my personal opinion. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch it, watch it. It's up there, and it will make you cry. It made my mom cry real bad when she was watching with me, but yeah. This right here is just 2 demo discs. I have a GameCube disc in there, and then I also have some preview animes. So 1 episodes of Case Closed, Baku Grappler, The Galaxy Railroad, Gunslinger Girls, and Mr. Stain on Junk Alley. That's a really weird anime for kids. So From here, we have Tales of Earthsea. These are my Studio Ghibli movies. We have Spirited Away. That's the 2-disc special edition. Then we have Howl's Moving Castle. And then we have Makatsu Nagano, I believe is his name. I had to look it up. Yeah, Makoto Tsunaki. Okay, Makoto Tsunaki movies. That's like these all right here. So we have Suzume, Weathering with You. We have Your Name, The Garden of Words. So really good animes. I think personally I like Makoto's movies more than Hayao Miyazaki films, but they're both really good, animators in my personal opinion. Then we have some offshoots. We have Origin Spirits of the Past, which is a one-shot. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, which is a one-shot anime movie. Then we have Frag Time. We won't get into that one. It's an alright movie though. And then we have some Disney stuff. We have Mulan. We have How to Train Your Dragon. And then we have Sony. It's Ratchet and Clank. Now, this technically isn't anime. These aren't, but I don't really care. And then we have anime movies. So we have Detective Pikachu. And then we also have Sonic X, which is actually an anime. And then we have the 3 Sonic films plus the TV series Knuckles, which these are all in chronological order is what I did. And I have the Tomb Raider. This is a bootleg. I didn't realize it when I was buying it, but the Tomb Raider Season 1 anime, and then we have the movies, and then we have Resident Evil, the complete series. That one I never actually opened up on video, but yeah, I have the whole series there. And then we have the Boruto. Remember, this one's box that's over there. Well, this is the actual one. I just wanted to keep it in order for you guys, and for myself, actually. And then we have Vampire Knight, Death Note, Yoga no Sora, The Ugly Yet Beautiful World, and then a bootleg version of Persona, the animation, which I plan on going back and buying those. Those are super expensive, though. So those are on my option list. From here, we have Kazuno Stigma, we have the Tower of Draga, Sacred Blacksmith, and Vandred complete series. This only one volume was out for the English dub of Bakuman, so that's why you only see one there. I always would have gotten the whole series. We have Shaman King complete series, Afro Samurai, Ninja Scroll, and Ninja Scroll the series. A lot of people don't know about the Ninja Scroll series, but they know about the movie. Movie is really good. Cult classic. The series isn't as good, but it's all right. And then we have the Naruto OVA and the 3 triple films. And then we have the Shippuden complete series here. So, plus the 4 movies, or 8 movies technically that came out. So, that's those ones. Then when we shift over here, we got the Grails, okay? So Naruto in itself, I had the whole series, obviously. That in itself is a Grail to have the entire franchise, including the Boruto franchise, right? But when you look over here, this is where we get into, like, expensive territory, okay? So right here, this right here was one of my biggest purchases at first. This right here, the Bleach complete series, along with the 1,000-Year War, Part 1 and 2, which is 3, is about to drop here soon. And you got the 4 film collection and the live action film, which is only in Japanese. For some odd reason, never came to the United States. And then you have its offshoot series, which is called Burn the Witch, which is actually part of the Bleach universe, and it's just a side story. This right here all cost me about roughly $400-something, and there was no other way of getting around it. I got lucky, actually, because these are all half priced on Amazon when I bought them. So yeah, I got real lucky on that. We have Your Lie in April, another very expensive anime. It's about $100 for that whole series. And then we have Inuyasha, a really cheap series. So right here, all this right here I got for about $40. I got lucky, and I think it's just because of the damage and on the other thing, but that's okay with me. I'm okay with getting the whole, a complete series that was authentic for that price. And then we have the final act, complete series, and then we have Inuyasha, the 4 movies, and then I have Dragon Ball after that. So to get to that, so you guys can see it, I'll pop open the back behind it. Yes, all these are completely stuffed with anime, by the way. We'll do one shelf at a time because there is a lot here, guys. Okay, so from there we do have, we'll go in order. We have Dragon Ball, the complete series. That was like $200 and almost $300 because of the exclusive limited edition. Also, it's the original blue boxes, but they're out of print, so you're not gonna see them anymore, you know. And they never came out on Blu-ray for release, so yeah. And then you have Dragon Ball Z, the complete series, Dragon Ball Super complete series, Trunks Bardock, the OVAs that go to Dragon Ball Z. We have the Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Z movies, all of them. Dragon Ball Z Kai, I don't know why these are backwards. But those are backwards. I don't like having things backwards, if you guys don't know. All right. And then we have Battle of the Gods Blu-ray. And then we have GT Superhero Brawly Resurrection F, and then Evolution. And that's the live action, and all those are in chronological orders, the way I put it. So, now as I put these back, this is going to be a pain in the butt. All right. We will get into the next grails here in a second. Right. Now, Bleach is my second favorite anime of all time, other than to Digimon and probably SAO. But Bleach obviously is going to go up there as my second favorite. So I'm obviously going to get the whole complete series because it is my favorite anime of all time. So yeah, that's why I also kept the first 3 seasons. Now, if I ever get like better shelving or, room I can put stuff in, I'll probably put them all together. I can normally do, but yeah, same with the Naruto. We'll get into here. Okay, so we got Sword Art Online Season 1. That is $150 a pop right here. Sword Art Season 2, $150. Now we get the expensive stuff. This is my most expensive anime series. And it's like $1,000, okay? So we got Sword Art Online Season 3, Part 1, which is Alicization. Season 3, Part 2, and this is the final part. This is Alicization Underworld. Then we got the reboot movies, which is Progressive Scan. And then the second one. And then we got the continuation of it from in between 2 and 3, which is Ordinal Scale. And the 2 offshoot seasons, which is Gun Gale Online 1 and 2. Okay? Then we have Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl in Your Dungeon? Seasons 1 through 4, Part 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. And then we have the OVA, which actually goes in between 3, but because it's an OVA, I put it over here. And we got the movie. Okay? And then we have the offshoot series, side story, which is called Ordeal Ortega, or Ortelia. And that deals basically pretty much his girlfriend. So, yeah. So we got those. All right. And then we have the entire series of Fullmetal Alchemist, Famufu, the second raid, and also Invisible Victory, which is the entire series. This one is extremely expensive. It's going up for $250, almost $300. I've seen it all the way up to $500. I got it for $50 and got lucky. We have Neo Genesis Evangelion, the complete series. Also gives you, I believe, the movie True, and also the end of Evangelion. I still got to get 1.1.1, and I got to get 2.2. I do have 3.3.3 and then 3.0.1 0.111, which is Thrice Upon a Time. And, you cannot redo. So, I believe this is after this one, if I remember right, but I'm not sure. So, and then we have the entire Attack on Titan series. I found these over at Walmart for the steel cases, and then I found these obviously online, and I found the junior series at a buddy's shop of mine. The 3 seasons are about, I think, $40 each. The final season is like $40 each, and then this is $40. So, not a cheap series, but that's a complete series of Attack on Titan. And then we have Digimon complete seasons, official seasons 1 through 4. You have the movie. We have Adventures Try, the 6 films, a complete series, and we have the Last Kazuna, final movie to wrap up the Try. And then we have Adventures 2, which actually is a continuation of Try and 2. So, yep, those are all complete up to this point. Don't have I have season 5 on digital because of the licensing rights. The physical never released part 2 here, and I didn't feel like buying part 1. And the rest of the anime that we know of as of right now is all bootlegged, unless you get it, and you can't get them digitally. So, I don't know what Bandai Namco is doing right there, or Toei Animation is doing with the licensing, but I'm just waiting patiently for them to come out. I'm halfway thinking of getting the bootleg just because they're not punching them out, but you guys know my view on bootlegs. I do not like them, so. But if they're not producing them physically, then that's on the company, in my opinion. But we do have Samurai X, and we have Samurai X the movie. These are obviously the prequel, and this is the sequel to Rurouni Kenshin, before he got the scars, and then after he got the scars and how he dies. This is the movie that happens in between season, I think, 1 and 2. And we have Rurouni Kenshin, the complete original series. There is a new remake. I'm not going to get those just yet. They're like $100-something each. Then we have Naruto, the complete series on Blu-ray. Then we have Shippuden, seasons 1, 2, and 3. And then we have Claymore. So these are the first parts of the overall arcing series of Shippuden. I just have them in box sets, so I've left them in box sets here. We have the complete series of Claymore, and then we have Avatar and Legend of Korra complete series. All right, now let's put the series back here. Oh man, that's a lot of work to pull all this stuff out, guys. If you have no idea, I wish I had like more room so I could like put them all singly on their own shelves, but unfortunately, I do not have that luxury. I do believe this one goes before that, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. All right. All right, so do that. We'll do it the easy way. Yeah, and if you guys are wondering if I was crazy to do the Sword Art Online, yes, I am. And I will admit that I'm crazy just because, you know, not very many people will go out of the way to spend $1,000 on Sword Art Online. But, you know, I'm a mega fan, so I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with that. So, all right. If you guys don't go on and spend that much for Sword Art Online, just go with these guys. This is a very similar series, just it's slightly different. You know, is it wrong to pick up a girl in the dungeon is like, I think when I bought them, were like, the what, 20, might have been 20, might have been 30. I think it was $30 each, a pop. This, you can only get on eBay because Sentai lost its rights for selling it. And this one, yeah, no, just this one. So this one was 50 just because it was out of print. But these you could all get off on the website for like 30 at the time. I'm not sure if they got the sale going on anymore. I was normally $60, so. All right. Here's another part of the Grail. Okay, so these are all ones I haven't seen fully yet. That's why they're up here. I should put Rayearth up there, but I don't know really what I want to do, if I want to put Your Lie in April down there or not, just because I really like that series. But we'll see. All right. So we have Slayers seasons 1 through 3. We have the Slayers Revolution seasons 4 through 5, and so this one has Slayers, Slayers Next, Slayers Try. This is the Slayers Revolution and Slayers Evolution R. So that's all 5 seasons. We have the 5 film collection, which actually is in chronological order. Slayers, a motion picture, Slayers Return, Great, Grievous, and Perivium. And then we have the OVA collection. This is all 6 OVAs. These are all out of print and are all expensive. This was 120. This is 50, 120, and 50. So very expensive series. Just FYI if you're looking for them. And then we have Guilty Crown Part 1 and 2. We have Amnesia, Freyran. I've watched part of the series. Same with Real Life. But then we have so this is only Part 1. I'm gonna get Part 2. Just complete the series. So then we have Gamers Complete Series, Real Life, and then Taganibachi, Letter B, which is interesting. Taganibachi just translates the letter B here in English. Then we have Air Complete Series. And then we have the original Full Metal Alchemist Complete Series, along with the movies and the OVA collection. And we have the Brotherhood remake series of Full Metal Alchemist and the movie and the OVA. So we have the entire Full Metal Alchemist collection. I know a lot of people don't know about the OVA collections. No, I know a lot of people don't know about the movie collections or the movies themselves. They just know about the series. So, and we have Tsubasa, the complete series, season 1 and 2. We have OVA collection, and we have the Clamp double feature, which is the movie and the XXX movie, which crosses over with the Tsubasa. And then we have right here in the back, Trinity Blood, the complete series. Great series, by the way. Very dark series. So, all right. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so we have the Escaflowne complete series on Blu-ray, and then we have Escaflowne Ultimate Edition, which is just the that's the movie. It has 3 discs to it. It has the CD extras and the movie, which is pretty cool. Real cool binding and everything, but yeah. So, yeah. CD soundtrack is pretty dope that they included that, but they didn't need to make it into a box like this. I think that was a little bit of an overkill, to be honest, but it's whatever. It's a nice little box, though. We have the DNA Angel. DNA Angel is a complete series. We have the Spiral complete series. Now Then, Here and There. This is the special edition, collector's edition box set. Genshinken complete series and season 2 complete series. Rayearth complete series, 1 and 2 seasons. Samurai Champloo, Samurai 7, Final Fantasy Limited. We have it twice because it's Final Fantasy. We have the Slim Edition and we have the special edition, normal cases. And then we have a bootleg Final Fantasy there and a bootleg Rurouni Kenshin live action film collection. So I only got these as bootleg because I didn't know that those were legit at the time. So, but other than that, that is my collection. I'm gonna slightly put these back in here. But if you guys are wondering, I have not watched all of Full Metal Alchemist. I've not watched all of the normal Full Metal or the Brotherhood. That's why it's on the bottom shelf. I gotta watch them. Everything else, for the most part, from Full Metal Alchemist and all the way over here, have not watched yet. So that's why they're on the bottom shelf. And yeah, I can't wait to watch them. So yeah, that is it, guys. That is, for the most part, my collection. All right, peace out, guys. Bye.